We have a bonus episode today on Holistic Moms. Yes, we have a bonus episode that is very special for today. So if you're listening on the date that this is released, 5/20, good for you. You've got to listen to the very end. If it's not 5/20 and you're listening, this is still going to bless you, I think, because this is my story. And remember, Revelation 12:11 says, "And they overcame and conquered him because of the blood of the Lamb and because of the word of their testimony." Okay, so I'm sharing my testimony in a new little light today. This is actually a Facebook Live. This is something I did on Facebook, completely live and off the cuff. And I chose to share it here because I think when we share our story in new little light and ways, different parts can be highlighted to the receiver and to the listener. And so I might share something today in this live that you might not have known before, or it just didn't register in the same way. And so I felt compelled to share it here on the podcast. So you're going to hear my story of general anxiety, but how it creeped up in different areas of my life and how it came up in physical anxiety and food anxiety and social anxiety, premenstrual anxiety, and more. And what I did the last 4 years to completely start my holistic wellness journey and turn things around. So you're going to hear that. I pray this blesses you. Let's go. Hey mama, are you stressed by the lack of time in the day to do all the things? Are you feeling disconnected from God, your husband, and even your kids because patience and presence seem out of reach? Do you want a healthier body, mind, spirit, and home, but overwhelmed in where to start? Hey, I'm Shan, daughter of the King, wife, mom to 4, RN, wellness coach, and I know very well what it feels like to want to live well, but about to lose it with my very blessed full life. After realizing I can't pour from an empty cup, I tracked my way to whole body wellness and so much peace. If you are ready to cancel the stressed out life, learn tactical, intentional strategies as a mom wearing many hats, find more peace, confidence, and joy raising kingdom kids, then listen in. Come on, mama, together we got this. Really, God's got this. So go heat up that coffee again and turn your listening ears on. Let's chat. Real question. Are you having anxiety about the summer coming? So my youngest, my preschooler, just had his last day of preschool and he's currently napping, which is great. And hopefully in the summer we can continue some naps, which the sunshine helps with. But I wanted to ask you if you are having anxiety about the summer and what you're going to do with your kids while you're trying to do other things. Maybe you work from home like me. Maybe you work away from home. Maybe you are stay-at-home but homeschool and really want to keep them on task for the summer. Maybe you do year-round school. Maybe you just have a lot going on and summer means all the kids are home all the time. So I just want to have a real talk today about anxiety in general. So I don't know if I'm having anxiety about the summer coming, but I do know that I've thought a lot about it. And I just think now I have some tools to help me so that I'm not anxious about it, because there have been other years I have been anxious. And I don't think I am about that this year. I do have a lot of weeks that have stuff going on, so I'm trying to figure out what the weeks actually look like, and that comes with planning. And when you plan, it takes away a lot of the anxiety. But I wanted to share just a little bit about my story, and I share a lot on the podcast about my story, but I wanted to pop in here and hopefully we can have a conversation about it, because maybe you're like me and you have this anxiety that shows up in different areas and you don't call it that. You don't really know what to do about it. You just know the emotional reaction that you have. You know what happens. You know the manifestation of the anxiety, but you don't know that's what it is. And so One thing is I was feeling very anxious postpartum, all 4 times. And I didn't know. No, I think there's a lot there. There's a lot that comes with postpartum anxiety. I think a lot of it had to do with hormones, but some of it also had to do with my body, my physical body, the way that it was changing during that time, right? And you no longer have a baby inside to say, I'm pregnant and this is why my body looks the way it does. The baby's on the outside, and now you have to deal with the extra 30 pounds, the things being out of proportion, things being very different places. You know what I'm talking about. You have to deal with all of it. And then if it's not winter time, you're having to expose the skin that you don't even want to look at. And you wear shorts, bathing suit, all the things so that you can have fun with your kids. So this is what I had with especially my 4th pregnancy. And it was also COVID. So I also had that where I'm like, man, and now I can't even go to the gym. All the gyms are closed. Well, I didn't actually go to the gym at that time. I didn't have a gym membership, but so I think that was part of it. My exercise during pregnancy was walking with my friends. And then my running buddy moved February. So, COVID starts in March. So she moved in February. And so I was like, now what do? I don't even have any accountability with friends to run and walk and move. Friends might be nervous about doing that. And then I also had just not as active of a lifestyle because we're not out and about. We're in our house. There's only so much moving you're doing around your house. I just had extra anxiety about my body and my movement and how I was going to get all this extra weight off. You know how it was in the beginning of everyone's making all this bread and all these treats that you can have now that you're home, stuck in the house. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to eat all this yummy food and partake in the emotional eating that we were all doing because of COVID. And I couldn't because I already had an extra 30 pounds. Anyway, it brought a lot of anxiety. So my postpartum anxiety for the 4th kid was way worse than all the others. And I think that contributed to it. But my friend came on in to save the day, and she had just been introduced to this product supplement. And being a nurse, I was very leery. I'm very skeptical of anything. I actually did not take very many things myself. I did take liquid vitamins once upon a time, but anything else really messed up my stomach. So I just stayed away from vitamins. I stayed away from everything. And she presented this to me, and I'm like, I don't know about taking something. The science and the research, they had clinical studies, and I was like, you know what? I feel this might be what I need right now. I actually started taking it and didn't instantly see results on the scale, but I instantly felt the results. Because what it actually does is it's 1 tablespoon, and what it does is it releases the contents of your fat cells. And once you get fat in your bloodstream, it provides energy. So then it goes to the brain and it provides extra energy. And then it gets flushed out with water. Man, I had a newborn, 3 other toddlers and little kids, COVID, anxiety, and I actually had energy. It was crazy. And I was like, wow, this is different. And then I started to lose the weight. And I was seeing results that I had not seen before. Within 4 months, I lost all the baby weight. Now, mind you, it has taken me 1 year to lose the baby weight prior. All the other babies, and except for the 3rd one, I never even lost all of it. It took me a full year. 4 months, and the baby weight was gone. Then I was able to get rid of that extra that I was hanging on from the other pregnancies. And so I lost a total of 30 pounds, but completely got rid of all this inflammation that was hanging around my body from poor eating and low activity. and just lifestyle, right? And so I got rid of all this inflammation in my gut. So my gut started to heal, which was amazing. Never in my life did I have a healthy gut. My gut started to heal, and this set me on a wellness journey. So this one product I started taking set me on a wellness journey of paying attention to my holistic wellness. This was God's plan from the beginning. I'm seeing in hindsight, he wanted me to actually care for my holistic wellness instead of just being a nurse caring for everyone else all the time, even my children. He wanted me to finally wake up and take care of my own body. It started with my physical wellness, right? But that started from my anxiety. And then it translated into caring for my physical wellness with this 1 tablespoon. Then, as I started on this journey, I actually went on a mental wellness trip next because I was working with my now best friends, then new friends, and mentor, and she noticed very quickly, Shannon, you have no confidence. I had no confidence in me, and I was believing a lot of lies, and I needed to get out of my head and start believing the truth. So I started working on my mental wellness. Then I started working on my, even occupational wellness by having this new job now. I started sharing these products, and it turned into a business and working along amazing fitness, health, wellness professionals. That really helped me get back into that kind of space, because prior to that, I had been a stay-at-home mom for 7 years and really wanted to use some of those skills, but didn't know how or the place or the time, right? Because I had all these babies to take care of. Then I, started. All of it is like emotional wellness. All of it is handling this anxiety in different spots of my life. But I did have a true social anxiety, and I didn't really know that until God revealed it to me very shortly into this business and this new journey, that I was called shy. And this has to go with the confidence piece. I was called shy my whole life, which gave me speaking anxiety in front of anyone, even a handful of people versus definitely a room of people. So I had anxiety, which is social anxiety underneath all of it. This shyness was social anxiety, and that had to be handled. And so he told me, you are not shy, but you are strong and courageous, and you can do anything because I am with you. Okay, so I had to believe that. So I went on this whole journey of believing that. And how did I believe it? I had to take small action steps to believe it, and he gave me those. So it was such an amazing journey. And then I learned courage in all of it and confidence. And then one of the other pieces that he had to highlight was that my anxiety was also very exasperated at certain times of the month. Now, this plays back into my postpartum anxiety, but also because it plays with my hormones, which I've had my menstrual cycle since I was 11. And so this has been an issue since I was 11, but I didn't know what it was. I thought it was called, get ready, PMS. We call it PMS and say it is okay, it is normal. We all experience PMS symptoms, which are premenstrual symptoms. We all experience that, and it's just what you do as a female, and you just deal with it. If you want to go on birth control to help some of them, you can, and it's free. So go ahead, take this birth control. There's things that the world tells us, our doctors tell us, and it's not true. We need to stop normalizing PMS, because God did not make our bodies this way. He made our bodies to pursue a state of shalom, to pursue wholeness and wellness. And that can be achieved if we pay attention to these messengers. These hormones are called messengers. And for us with anxiety, they are screaming at us this 1 week out of the month and flipping our mood upside down and making us irritable and overwhelmed and anxious, and just in this awful state, emotional state that we cannot deal with, and we lose our control That is social anxiety. No, sorry. That is premenstrual anxiety, and it can be fixed. There are solutions to it that are natural. God has given us things, and just a year ago, He got me started on His nutrition that He has gifted us in this world that helps your menstrual cycle, and it has taken away this menstrual anxiety. Now, do I still struggle with anxiety? Absolutely. But this time of the month, this 1 week, it is not exasperated because my hormones are balanced and I am in control. There's not a week out of the month that I'm like, oh my gosh, now I know why I did that or said that or reacted that way. I'm getting my period. No, that doesn't happen anymore, which is just amazing. I love that. I'm not using it as a crutch. I'm not using it as this thing that I can, this excuse. God wants us to be walking testaments of His love all the weeks of the year, all the days of the month, not give us this pass this 1 week and say, it's okay because you're on your period. No, I don't believe that's what He wants from His children. So I was so happy that I got started on this nutrition that took it all away. All this to say, I'm going to end this about here. But all this to say, I have had my anxiety show up in all my wellness areas because I have a generalized anxiety. I am prone to anxious moments, and they can come up any given time. But if we do the healthy work, we do the holistic healthy work in our whole lives, then we can help manage it. And that was what I have done. I have taken these clean supplements. It started, like I said, with that 1 tablespoon. That sent me on an amazing holistic wellness journey. Because not only did that tablespoon help with my physical wellness, it also helped with my social wellness. It also helped with my emotional wellness, mental wellness, occupational wellness, all of it. I forgot to mention, I also went on this whole journey of financial wellness last year. And that's because I had financial anxiety. And all of this is revealed because I took one baby courageous step and said yes to my friend who said, hey, I was introduced to this supplement. Do you want to try it? And I said, yeah. So a few reasons why I wanted to come on and have this conversation today. One, I wanted you to hear my story in this light, in this new way. The other reason is because that 1 tablespoon that kicked it all off for me is free right now. And if you're anything like me, you may have struggled with some financial anxiety and you pay close attention to your finances. Or maybe you're like me and you don't really invest into your wellness as you should or you would like to. There's so many things that held me back for so long. But when my friend asked me and told me about this and I finally said yes, it was the perfect time for me. And I was willing to make that investment because I needed that accountability, because I needed a change. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So right now, I'm going to be your friend and say, hey, I have this amazing supplement that got me started for free. But it's all in the mission to help others, to help you, to help anyone struggling with anxiety or just emotional regulation, emotional wellness, mental wellness, spiritual wellness. This is what I want to do, is to help those people. And I think everyone needs help with their spiritual wellness, right? That's what we are. We're spiritual beings with these physical needs and all these other wellness areas. It's all connected. And if I can help someone on a spiritual journey, that would be my number 1 goal. Okay, friend, I'm just here really wanting to come alongside of you wherever you are in your wellness journey. And maybe you're not ready to start anything, but you just want to have that first conversation, that I'm here for it. So please reach out to me. I hope you aren't feeling anxious about summer and are just so excited for what's to come in the rest of May. I hope this bonus episode has blessed you today in hearing my story in a new little way. And yes, this product that got me started is on a major sale through today. I mention it's free, and it is free with some other details attached, but it is incredible. So if it is the time for you, do not hesitate today, 5/20/24, to reach out to me and get started. And then if it's not, and you just want to talk about anything mentioned today, please, you can email me at hello@theshanwright.com or find me on Instagram at theshanwright, or you're just going to book me for a coaching call and we can get started there at bit.ly/shanwright. That's bit.ly/SHANWRIGHT. Okay, friends, until we chat next time, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, Wellness Warrior, I pray that blessed you. And if so, it would bless me big if you would write a 5-star review and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Not only would this make me super happy, but it will allow for others to find this show too. Also, I love to chat over on Instagram, so make sure to take a screenshot, share to your Instagram stories, and tag me at @theshanwright so I can see it and we can keep chatting and bring other moms to chat with us. Until we get to chat again, mama friend, may the Lord's face shine upon you and give you peace.